What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Train Sim World 2, and we are going to be back on the Sherman Hill route today, taking a look at something old, something new, riding down the grade to Laramie before swapping consists and heading back to Hermosa. So we're pretty much going to be taking one train down and then another train back is kind of what it seems like. But let's go ahead and hop in the scenario, and let's go ahead and check it out. Today I'm actually going to be sharing my thoughts and opinions on TSW3, or the announcement of it, and kind of what I've been seeing about it and all that, mumbo jumbo. So we'll go ahead and talk about that once we get into the scenario. Something old, something new. Good morning. We've almost made it to Laramie. We'll need to drop these cars off before picking up some more cars, waiting, and taking them east. It's like we're in UP 8418. Let's go ahead and sit in that engineer seat. I'm going to go ahead and put that reverser in. We're going to go ahead and move it to forward. I'm going to go ahead and release that brake. We'll go ahead and apply some throttle to get moving. Let's go turn those platform lights off because they don't really need to be off or on during the daytime. Horn doesn't sound too bad on this locomotive, or this DLC at least. Unlike the original, other Dovetail stuff, actually sounds pretty decent. EP 8418, 8821, it looks like we're just hauling boxcars. We are hauling a long load of boxcars. Interesting. I don't know what that's about, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys are having a good Wednesday today so far. It is the middle of the week. Almost Friday. Looking forward to Friday, even though I work Saturday, but I still look forward to Friday nights because it means I can drink. We're going to turn the fan on, the high fan, or actually is there AC? High cool. There we go. That's what we need. No rear headlights. Turn those on. All that's on. Don't need any of that. And we don't need any of that either. Alright, looks like we got a train coming at us. We're going to go and dim our lights here. That's what it looks like with the number board lights and the dimmed out headlights. But yes, Dovetail has announced Train Sim World 3. Now, we're going to get into this only because, in my honest opinion, I really feel like it's going to be this game, just with some updated graphics, some new weather, enhancement type stuff to make it look more realistic from what I've seen. But I really feel like it's going to be this game, just updated and double the price, and we'll get into that here in a second. They did announce it. It will be out September 6th. Now, before you say anything, yes, I did end up pre-ordering it. Kind of regretting it, but I did end up pre-ordering it. Going to give it the benefit of the doubt. But I can't really say I'm excited, and I can't really say I'm not excited for it, if that makes any sense. Because, it is a new game, but as we all know what Dovetail likes to do, especially with the Train Sim Classic series, every year they'll put out a quote-unquote new game, just name it a different year, even though it's pretty much the exact same game, just comes with different route DLCs. Incoming with this one, we do have three brand new, I don't want to say brand new, some of them are just add-ons to each other, but we do got three brand new routes. One is I believe it's a British type route. I think that one's more of an extension to a route that's already been in the game, if I'm not mistaken. There will be the Cajon Pass for BNSF, which I honestly believe that is why they were pushing to get BNSF licensing in not just North America, but the rest of the world, was so they can throw this Cajon Pass into here. So I definitely think we'll be seeing Marias Pass and possibly the Pacific Surfliner here soon. One of these days, one of these years, etc. And then we also get a brand new train set, which is the only new train set you will get with any of the versions, is the ICE, or the Intercity Express 1, which is out in Germany. I believe we had the ICE 3 back in the day, because I remember doing a video on it, but we now have the ICE 1. And that is the only new quote-unquote engine or train set that we will be getting into the game. Which, you know, Dovetail, they like to do cheap stuff. They like to cheap out. And this is kind of exactly what they're doing. Looks like we got an advanced approach coming up over here. But we are speeding, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and slow the train down here a little bit. Like we said, they like to re-release pretty much the same game, just, you know, add a new year or a new number to the back of it. But my big thing with this game is the price jump. So normally, I believe it was the original TSW. We had the Train Sim World, then we had TSW2020, TSW2, and now TSW3. And I think the other three were about 30 bucks or 30 US dollars, whereas this one is jumping up to 50 US dollars. Or if you want the deluxe edition, I believe it's 60, but it's on sale right now for 53. So that's the one that I ended up pre-ordering. But that is a major price adjustment. It pretty much doubled in price, and it kind of seems like you're just about getting the same game. I bet you inflation kind of hit them hard. I don't know. But let's talk about the Cajon Pass a little bit. We will definitely be showcasing it once it comes out. Like I said, I did pre-order it, so we'll definitely have it. Now, we do get a Gevo, which I guarantee you is either recycled from the Horseshoe Curve or the Cane Creek. One of the two, because you know they are, like I said, masters of recycling content. And we get an SD40-3, or 2, which, again, probably recycled from a Union Pacific one. But they did talk about some new stuff that they added. And one of the major things that I am looking at, it looks like we're actually coming into Laramie here. About a mile. I'm going to have to start slowing this train down here a little bit. There we go. But the one thing that kind of stood out to me is the updated extreme weather. Oh, we got restricting. Yep, we definitely have to slow down a little bit. Even though it still shows we're good to go 45. But yeah, so we do have, like, supposedly from what they said on the Steam page, the weather is loud, roam free at altitude, casting shadows on the ground. So I'm assuming that they did something with the shadowing and stuff from, like, the clouds, or even if it's like, you know, foggy weather, snowy, stuff like that. They said lightning dances among intense storms, the roar of thunder competing with the hefty sound of machinery. So they updated the sounds a little bit with the weather. So I'm actually kind of very curious to see this, because we all know they recycle sounds as well. So I kind of want to see what they've actually done and compare it to TSW2 and see if it's actually an improvement, or if they just kind of made it seem like they improved something just to, you know, get a new game out and say, here you go, we're going to take your money. But it says you can feel total immersion as the turbulence of the wind physics hammers the side of your train. So basically you're going to feel the cars rocking back and forth, which I feel like if you don't have a motion platform, you're really not going to feel it too well. But yeah, so we will definitely see what they say about that and if they actually mean it. Going along with this whole new weather system, especially if it's going to be like majorly graphically enhanced, that can very easily put a strain on your system. So if your system can run, you know, this game perfectly fine, but yet you might not have enough juice to run TSW3 at, like, you know, the greatest settings, ultra, high, whatever, it may take a toll on your PC to where you won't be able to play it unless you're in, like, low or medium graphics. So we shall see how that kind of works out. Like I said, I really don't know. I'm just kind of guesstimating to see what they are planning on doing with this. But I was actually watching Schnauzapau's video, and I kind of agree with him on a lot of the things that he was saying, because I feel like when he was saying in the beginning that Dovetail probably doesn't have any copies available for this to be shipped out as of yet. They're probably not even done developing it yet. I kind of have to agree, because I feel like during like the first few weeks and months, there's probably going to be a lot of updating stuff and all that. Not just the routes, but just the game in general, because we all know they put out a route and that's it. They don't update it, they don't touch it, they don't do anything with it. And they're known for doing that. So there'll be some new updates to the game, probably some patches and all that good stuff. But we shall see. We shall see. Another thing, though, that I'm actually kind of looking forward to, or actually not kind of, I am looking forward to, is the major upgrade with the tutorials. So there's actually a training center now to where you can actually learn to drive the engine, or locomotives, or whatever else comes with the DLC. You get to learn about the DLC and all of that good stuff. Now, you remember I like to do the introduction videos because, you know, you get to learn how to drive it. It tells you about the route a little bit. But a lot of the times, the dude that is talking in those videos really does make you want to bash your head against your desk with how annoying he is. So this time, they will actually, it's supposedly like you just kind of go, it just kind of tells you what to do. I don't believe there's going to be a voice, but so we can leave these here to be sorted onto the next part of the journey. Okay. Well, tell me what I need to do. But yes, so kind of like you have the Academy and Train Sim Classic, to where there's nobody talking to you. You just kind of, you know, do your own thing and it tells you what to do and you do it. I think that that's kind of what they're going for, and I really, really, really hope so, because that dude really is annoying. Generator field off. Fuel pump off, and then engine run off. To the cars which have been prepared for us. You don't want me to like turn the headlight off or nothing? You just want me to... Alright. Where do I go? So you want me to walk all the way down here. Gotta love it. Alright, so here we are back in another SD70 ACE locomotive. I'm not sure why it's called something new, something old. I thought we would go from an ACE to a SD40-2, but I guess not. So we're going to be going into this one, and then we're going to haul this one, and we're probably just going to head straight back to where we were just at, probably. Let's turn the fuel pump, the generator field, the engine run. Turn you to dim for right now. Put the reverser in. Set the banking comm to on. Set up the air brake to the lead, which will do just that. Boom, 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 boom. And then automatic brake is to release. Now we can begin the journey east. Alright. So UP8567 now. No, we can't, because it didn't tell. I like how it did not tell us to move the reverser to forward. Oh, it does now. Never mind. There we go. So 13 miles, we will stop in front of the signal. I don't know what signal, but we are stopping in front of some signal. Put her in notch 3 maybe. There we go. So we went from hauling boxcars to hauling a push-pull grain train. Interesting. Looks like we got a diversion clear. Let's go ahead and highball out of the yard. But yes, we got the new academy, which hopefully will be a lot better. Speaking of the academy, soon enough I'm going to have Lauren run through the Train Sim Classic Academy, and I feel like that will be a very interesting and fun time for a stream. So whenever I do get back in the streaming, which should hopefully be soon, I'm going to have her run through the academy and test out her train driving. But that'll be for another time right now. But going along with the TSW2, you can pre-order it now for a 4-day early access. So essentially you get it 4 days early than everybody else. So we'll see if that actually works. I'm hoping it really does, but who knows? Who knows? Also, one of the major points that they added was that all of your DLCs from this game will be ported over with the purchase. So if you had the Cane Creek, the Horseshoe Curve, Peninsula Corridor, Spirit of Steam, etc., all that should be ported over. Now, the question is, will it be ported over at the launch of the game? Or are we going to be pissed off like we were when this game came out and they said your previous ones will be ported over, and then come to find out the Northeast Corridor with the Metroliner cab car and all that could not, and then it took a while for them to port everything over. And I know that ended up pissing off a lot of people, so we shall see how they kind of handle this one as well. Hopefully they have everything ready to go, but according to the Steam page, from what you get in the standard and then the deluxe edition, hard telling. It definitely is hard telling. But that does bring up, well, wondering if we will actually see the Metroliner back with the Amtrak Switcher logo in this game, as was in the original TSW 2020. But that is a long shot from now. But kind of going back to the Cajon Pass route, like I said, Gevo is going to be recycled. The freight cars kind of look like they're recycled. It's just their standard stack train cars that we've had already in the game. It's just ported over to probably a BNSF livery and all that good stuff. And then, of course, the SD42, definitely going to be recycled. Whereas the ICE or the ICE 3, or not the 3, the 1, is the only new thing that you're actually getting, besides, in addition to a route, a new route, and that is pretty much it. So, like I said, I'm not looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to it at the same time. It's kind of like a it is what it is type deal. I am going to be super upset if, I did pay the 53 whatever it was, and then it's essentially the exact same game, just with a new number. But also looking at the new logo that they have for this game, it just kind of feels like they did a little too much with it. Like, I like the TSW2 logo. It's, it's clean. It gets to the point. There's not much going on. With this one, it's just, I don't know, it's just too much. Like the color scheme and everything, it just feels like it's too much. But it also kind of reminds me of the logo for the trains with the Z. It kind of resembles their logo just a little bit. I don't even know if they're going to be able to do that without problems with copyright or something, but it really does kind of resemble. And then, of course, with the video they put out for the game, everything is cinematic. So there's no actual gameplay footage. There's nothing, and Dovetail is notorious for that. And then the music they put on that is just cringe. I don't even want to get into that. But yeah, so no cinematic, or it's all cinematic, no actual gameplay footage of any kind in the trailer video. So I'm assuming that they are hiding the fact that it is the same game. But also in a lot of the WIP photos they have, it does kind of look like the sky looks a lot better, like with the clouds and everything. You will notice like raindrops and stuff kind of look better on the platforms when they hit the platform and they turn into like droplets, rather than it comes from the sky, which still looks atrocious. And speaking of rain, it just randomly went into rain mode into this scenario. Okay, that was yeah, okay. Well, speaking of rain, it just started raining. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know. It's like it really brightened up in this cab. Got a diversion clear, it looks like. It really did brighten up in this cab just a lot. So, and then also, if you saw the snow one with the Cajon Pass with the BNSF GEVO, there's like a snow shot too, where you got the snow kicking up from the wheels of the train off of the tracks. But then if you look on the coupler, there's no snow on it. The snow's covered on everything else. That coupler, just not a single drop of snow. Not a single snowflake. Looks like we got a clear over here. But yeah, that was just kind of weird that I was talking about the rain, and then next thing you know, poof, it just bright, and then rain. I don't want to know. But then this also kind of leads to the biggest question that probably a lot of us are having. And with Railworks now becoming Train Sim Classic, instead of, having the updates they do yearly, so from like 2020, 2021, 2022, so forth, they turned it into Train Sim Classic. But the real question is, does that mean they are done doing yearly updates with that game? Are they done producing for that game, like making routes, making other DLCs and stuff, or just leave it up to the modders? Or are they going to work alongside this game with TSW2 or 3? Nobody knows. Or are they just like pushing that game aside, saying we're completely done with that, we made it, that was our first game, blah 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 blah. Even though Dovetail just kind of stepped in, it used to be RSC and then all of that, and then Dovetail just kind of stepped in and was like, it's ours now. But are they going to just push that game aside, be like, that was our project before, that was a success, now we have this, we're going to focus on this? That's the biggest question that I feel like everybody has right now. And if that is the case, are they going to end up porting over all of the routes from TSC into TSW? Because now that they have the licensing for their major railroad across North America, BNSF, to go into other countries, are we going to see more BNSF content? Are we going to see like the what's it called, Stevens Pass, the High Line, the Marias Pass, all of that in TSW? Nobody knows. But I guess we shall see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, this is definitely one of those weirder scenarios. Not gonna lie, it's like light rain, but like it brightened up a lot, and I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. It's like we don't even need the cab light anymore. Oh, I don't need the rear wiper, I just need the front wiper. But yeah, sorry I haven't really been like, realistic driving this game. I've just kind of been, talking about, the new game coming out, or quote unquote new game. But yeah, also kind of like we seen with Dovetail with the recycling that they do. You kind of notice in Train Sim Classic to where, like, let's say you have a BNSF GEVO, and then, like Sherman Hill came out, you had UP GEVO, and then on the screen, it had like UP, like this one has UP 8567, to where like it would have the UP and then a number, and then like let's say the Stevens Pass came out, they recycled, same thing, and then the screen will still say UP, except it won't have the number because it's not a UP number. So I wonder if that's going to be the exact same thing that they're going to do with this. Although they did do a better job on this locomotive, because the ones in TSC are atrocious. There's no cab light in those, so if you're trying to drive it like during a storm or at night, good luck. But they did do a better upgrade on this one. I will definitely say that right now. But yeah, taking a look here, like I said, we got a little push-pull grain train. Not sure if it's empties or if we're loaded. I think it's just empties. Oh, I did not see what that signal was. I think it was a clear though. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I know we kind of had a discussion about it in the Discord. I know a lot of people are asking if it's like worth it or whatever, and you know, my honest opinion, I want to say it's not, but at the same time, it's like, judging from all the screenshots and everything, I really don't think it is, but I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully, since those are just work in progress screenshots, I want to say that they've improved, but at the same time, it's kind of like we've seen this over and over and over again, to the point where I feel like there's not going to be any change except for that weather stuff that they were talking about. But I don't know. Like I said, it is set to release September 6th. So if they do still have that 4-day early access, you guys will probably see it out on the 2nd or the 3rd. But yeah, like I said, I got mixed feelings. I think we all have mixed feelings about it. Got another clear. So we got another clear. So we're supposed to stop in front of a signal in 6 miles. Don't really give us any more information than that. We'll just full throttle it up, I guess, until we have to stop. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying this video, please do make sure you guys hit the like button and that subscribe button. Make sure you guys also join the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, all of that good stuff. If you guys do, also just join the Discord server, because I'm trying to get it back active again. And if you guys aren't in it, that is the best place to contact me if you guys do want to get a hold of me. Or even the YouTube comments work as well. Gonna flag this crossing here with that very weak horn. But yeah, also I did want to thank you guys for 6.7 thousand subs. We are moving up finally. Slowly but surely we're getting there. We're almost at 10k. Almost, not there yet, but we're almost there. But yeah, I'll get into that in another video, like I said, about what happened and all the different hiatuses I had to take and all of that good stuff. I'm just kind of, I know I did like a major update, life update video, but I'm just not ready to talk about it as of yet. So once I am ready, I will make a major, like, might be 2 videos or so of just life updates and stuff, or about this whole situation and everything. And so that should be coming here soon in the future. I don't get why there's an attendant call button if, you know, we're the only 2 that are in here. It doesn't really make any sense. But we do got less than 5 miles to go to our next destination. Or to our final destination, I guess I should say. But yeah, like I said, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this game, or on the new game coming out. If you guys have pre-ordered it, let me know. When the game does come out, let me know what you guys think. I definitely will have my opinions on it when it does come out. And like I said, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. I want to, you know, look forward to it. But at the same time, I do feel like I just wasted money on it. But we shall see when it comes out. We shall definitely see. But that's also kind of like the thing, though, is like, they announced it, and then it's like, yep, it'll be out this day, like a month before it even came out. Actually, not even a month before. I think the announcement was like August 9th, and then it's coming out September 6th. So it's like there was never really even an announcement, like not even a month in advance. It was like just a few weeks in advance. Whereas, a game like this is going to take a while to develop. But just go saying, yeah, look, we got this new game coming out. It's coming out this so-and-so date 3 weeks from now. Kind of does make you think a little bit. It's like, is it really worth it? Who knows? We'll see. We turn the brightness up? Oh, that's cool. We can actually turn the brightness up. We got operator control, speed control, air brakes. Can't do anything with operator. Locomotive brake, can't do nothing with. I think the cab signal went off. Oh yeah, clear. I don't know. I know what ATC is, automatic train control, but I don't know what CCS is. I think that might be the cab signaling for the route or something. I don't know. But we got 2.5. Let's go ahead and start slowing this train down. We'll go ahead and shut the throttle into idle. Because we've been in notch 8 this entire time. You get the train. And plus, see, like, exactly what TS2, you have all these different, like, stuttering and glitching going on, especially if you're trying to, like, move from, like, zooming in and stuff. So, is that going to be the same way in the game? Or is that going to be changed? Because, like, I've tried everything, I just cannot fix the stuttering issue that happens in this game. And then, of course, like, when you first, hop into the game, you have all that major stuttering, all that major lag that comes in with everything loading in. Like, is that actually going to be fixed? Or is it going to be the exact same thing? Because just like that, we had a major, major stutter to where it actually froze the game. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, is that going to be fixed? Or is that going to be something that, we're just going to have to deal with since, we've been dealing with that since the early, I believe since CSX Heavy Haul came out, the original Train Sim World came out. That's something that we've been dealing with. I mean, I feel like it's got something to do with motion blur. I just have a strange feeling it is motion blur. It looks like we may have had the brakes on for a little too long because we are coming to a stop over here. Oh, no, maybe not. And then, like, the same thing, like, trying to switch your different camera views. Are we going to have the same issues to where if you're trying to switch it, it stutters, and then, like, let's say you're in this camera view and you have a super long train. Like, I know a lot of the times in my game, if you have a super long train, like, it pops, if you're trying to switch to the rear locomotive or the last car or whatever just to see the camera, it pops into the loading screen and then it takes you into that car. Are we still going to see that in that game, or is that actually going to be fixed? Like I said, right now none of us know. I don't even think Dovetail knows what's fixed and what's not. On top of it, they're using the same Unreal Engine, so nothing's changed there. It's the exact same one. So that's kind of one of the key points that I forgot to mention earlier. But yeah, Unreal Engine 4, it's the exact same one. Haven't updated that or nothing. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with this game? I honestly think that this is the end of what we're supposed to be doing, because, like, are these just like footrests? I think these are just footrests. But yeah, that rain just came out of nowhere. Literally just talking about it and just comes right out of nowhere. I don't understand it. Oh, so that's kind of cool how we can, like, open it halfway and just kind of leave it. Oh, that's cool how that the wire thing moves. That's actually really cool. So we got all the fuses over here. And I think we're coming up on a stop signal. That or a restricting. I feel like it's going to be more of a stop signal. I don't know. We shall find out in 0.6 miles. So they want us to stop in front of the signal, which, you know, obviously if it's a stop signal, you want to stop in front of it. You don't want to pass it. Here we are, finally coming up to the stopping point. It's having a little bit of trouble with the engine here, having it, you know, stop and start. Or not stop, but like having it completely slow down before I wanted it to and all of that. So we are finally here. Decided to just cut all that out of the video. But we are finally here, stopping in front of this signal. Not sure why we're stopping kind of far from the signal, if I say so myself. But that's where they want us to stop the train, so that is, I guess, where we will stop it. And we're going to pass it just a little bit, but that'll be okay. Let's go ahead and get the brake on. There we go. That's all for now. We could be at the signal for a while. Let's see how you did. What do you mean we could be at the signal for a while? This is literally a single track running one direction. We have not been following anybody until now, so how... never mind. Never mind. Oh, we got some achievements. Sherman Hill, something borrowed. TSW3, hungry for more. Looks like we got 2,815 AP points. We are level 10 on the profile, level 3 on Sherman Hill, and level 3 on the SD70. Alright guys, that's going to go and do it for this one. Take care.